Hey guys, it's Jen. Today's Sunday, October 4th, 2020. And I was guided to pull some of my cards today just for some clarification. Um, I asked Spirit to just reveal to me maybe a message on in guidance just for myself. This isn't necessarily for the collective, but if it resonates, then it does. And I pulled just what I was guided to pull. And I don't normally use any kind of spread or the Celtic cross or any, you know, professional way of doing things. If a card falls out of the deck and I'm guided to put it to the side, that it's one that I should use, I do. If I'm guided to put it back and shuffle the deck some more, I do. So I'm sitting here, got all my things going. La la la. So I got some really nice messages, and I'm no, tarot expert or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I was raised Roman Catholic, and tarot cards were a no-no. Um, so it took me a very long time, until my 40s, as a matter of fact, to even have a deck of them, which I do, which I was given as a gift from my ex, and they are Shadowscapes Tarot. And what I drew was the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And I jotted down what I pulled here and then the messages that I received. Now, after my past few weeks of literal hell and fun things such as sleeping in a porta potty in Wilkes-Barre and traveling 3.5 hours away from where I was at in Pennsylvania and trying to find a shelter, and those places being literally worse than jail, I finally have had a couple of days of just some much needed rest and peace and quiet in a very clean place. There's an agency that is helping me through my homelessness issues and yada yada. And they have me in a hotel room temporarily until they can find some, or work with me. It's my responsibility to find it, but they can work with me in finding some semi permanent housing. I was wrongly evicted last month, and if anybody's interested, it's in my videos, my journey, real life on this channel. So the Ten of Cups, I got the message that fulfillment, happiness, and domestic harmony, which is what I've been seeking, I may be at the precipice of that now. The Queen of Cups represent that my emotions and sexuality are intense, and she relies on intuition before intellect. I'm struggling with that. I always have. I was gifted with a brilliant mind, and I've been ashamed of it my whole life because I was very different. And I have always relied on my intellect, not so much my intuition. That has a lot to do with self doubt. So I do believe that as I've been learning and practicing and trying to go with my gut, quote unquote, um, that not for the sense of always wanting to be right or always having to be right. It's just that the intuition I'm learning will never steer me wrong. It's that conscience that you hear, if you're, let's say, about to do something and all right, I'll use an example. Say you have something from the store, a drink, and instead of tossing it in a recycling bin or a garbage can, you just toss it on the road or in the grass and litter. Well, that conscience is going to say, not such a good idea. Not that we always listen to it. I know I sure don't sometimes, but I'm learning to. And also, when I feel guided to do something, that I should do it if it's good and helpful and kind and about good things. If it's going to hurt someone else or cause a problem, it's better not to do it. And I'm learning that my intuition will guide me as I need to be guided. Okay, then I got the Ace of Cups representing bright beginnings in a possible love affair. Well, my love life, although that's a tragic comedy or a comedic tragedy, however you want to look at it. Thus far, I do welcome that. I do believe that everyone has a someone out there. And as embarrassing as this is for me to say, I know who in my heart and in my mind mine is. However, I also know how near impossible that is as well. I'll get into that maybe in another video. Let's just say my name is Jen and their name starts with the same letter as mine. We'll leave it at that. And then I drew the Four of Swords. Time to take a break from life's pressures and possibly a religious retreat. So that is where I'm at thus far. And that's what I've been doing. I've said a lot of times that I don't conform to any organized religion, nor do I claim a political party. Red or blue, Democrat, Republican, Crip or Blood, I say it's all the same, just another gang, another party, another group, another organization. I'm not about that. I don't bow down to a flag or a badge or any other form of authority here because I don't have to. I'm a human being, just like you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And no human being, whether title, whether family bloodline, whether income, whether education, or affiliation, has any right of authority over or above any other human being. It doesn't matter, white, black, Jewish, Muslim, Catholic, African, American, Canadian, female, male, heterosexual, bisexual, gay, questioning, child, elderly, doesn't matter. Human being means just that. Human being. So, what is my religion? I don't have one. But I do try my best to connect with the Creator of all. Some would call God, some would call the Father, some would call Mother, Father, some would call the Goddess. Doesn't matter. Names, they're labels. For instance, when I read my Bible, I don't read it literally, word for word. You must go to church every Sunday and you must make the sign of the cross and blah, 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 blah. No. I tend to focus on the red letters in the New Testament and learn the lesson, the teaching, whether it's a parable, a metaphor, an analogy, whether it's a straight up commandment. I read between the lines. I do a lot of research. That's probably the only thing I'm really good at, although I love to do many things. The only thing I'm really good at is research and analytics. So, if there's anyone out there who maybe needs some encouragement today, maybe you're feeling down and out, or maybe CoronaCon has you scared. Fear is the fuel needed for the darkness, the hatred, the ugliness, the brutality, and the evil in this world to run. The world don't run on Dunkin'. It runs on fear, shame, guilt, hatred, and lots of deception. And although I'm a fan of Transformers, I'm no Decepticon. My son's going to be like, Optimus is the best. Well, I've always loved Bumblebee. And I love Star Wars, but I would consider myself a Jedi, not a Sith. I much prefer to spend time with Yoda rather than Kylo Ren. So, I'm just saying. Getting a little off subject there, but laughter. That's medicine for me. Music, medicine for me. Anything like that. I was watching a Global Witness live stream just prior to this, and he said he loves dubstep. I love dubstep. If anybody wants to see, I just did a video yesterday when I was walking back from the library and I had metal step on. I love it. Like, I love it. If I had an instrument, I would be playing it. I mean, that's therapy to me, as is this. Communication with no filters, no green screen, no actors, no holograms, no clones, no, symbolism or imagery or I I saw another post. It was I think it was a meme, but I can't remember. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a meme. It was just a funny thing that Tom McDonald posted, and he was doing all these things in the picture, like taking a drink, but his hands were like this, and he was walking with his hands like this. It said something like, just so nobody thinks I'm Illuminati. It was hysterical. So I love stuff like that, And for me, I don't even know how long. It's been a long time since I've had any real communion with others, like-minded, like myself. I find it online, Global Witness, and then my fam on YouTube. And thanks to QV, she did a video. I also saw that. And, and at the same exact time, she was talking about pulling her oracle cards, and I was getting my tarot deck out of my bag here. So I was like, okay, there are no coincidences, no coinkydinks. So I have my inspiration. Now, again, I consider Jesus, Yeshua, Emmanuel, Isa, whatever name you want to give the man that was hung on the cross. I try to follow his example and how he treated other people and the lessons that he taught. Now, no one's perfect, not me, but I love to learn, and that's been my passion. Learning, researching, writing. I write poetry. I did design an instrument that works with the dubstep EDM scene, but materials to build it, I would build it if I had the financial means to do so, or the group or a friend that was good with parts and mechanical things that I'm not good at. So, um, 2 years ago or so, when I started this channel, I didn't wake up one day like, oh, let me put my duck lips on and get behind the camera. That's for you, GB. The duck lips. I love this crew online. But no, I was called to, very specifically, the message that I got was you need to reach the largest audience you can in the shortest amount of time. And then YouTube. And I was like, oh, really? Like, really? I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not. And whether I like it or not, on my channel, there's been tears of joy, tears of sorrow, aggravation, frustration, laughter, journey, real life, good stuff, and bullshit. And it's been me, whether I liked it or not. And if I hadn't done it, I never would have met any of you. So for that, I feel blessed and amazing. And I am taking somewhat of a little sabbatical here to find myself. I'm here alone. I'm in a part of Pennsylvania where I don't have the slightest clue what's 2 blocks in either direction of me. I just want to spend some time figuring out who I truly am as far as my soul goes, my purpose, my mission, my path, and what the heck I'm supposed to be doing besides this. All I know is I hate this world, but I love this planet. And I hate the ways of this world, but I love the people in it. And I want to do something and use the one gift I know I got from the Creator, because it's a good one. It's a wise one. It's a smart one. And a wise ass one sometimes. A lot of times. But I want to help in whatever way or ways that I can. And I won't stop until Jen is no more. Okay? I love you guys. Please be kind. Love conquers all. And truth will always prevail. I guess you could say that's my religion.